The memo sandwich. It's a strange term, except for the fact it makes an awful lot of sense. We really have a thing called the voice of business. We really use the active voice. We're direct, we're right to the point. We want to get things done. That's about business. Communication, especially in business, is often we're direct and to the point. Regardless, though, of the issue, always be polite. You can give difficult news, even strong direction, yet when you deliver it well, it's easier to listen to and not be offended in the process. Sometimes you have to work. That's, by the way, that's why they call it work and not fun. The memo sandwich, positive, negative, positive. You want to sandwich the difficult part or the neutral part in the middle between positive phrases whenever you can possibly do that. You want to always have a greeting. Use a polite inquiry and their name. There's an excellent book, and it's an old book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's excellent. I recommend you read it. One of the key points that's brought up in the book is people like to hear their name. Here's an example of a positive greeting, the positive part of the memo sandwich. I hope you had a good weekend and all is well with you, Isabel. There's nothing really personal about it. There's nothing derogatory about it. It's a neutral message, but it's just a nice, kind greeting. Open up your stuff like this on a regular basis. It really helps to sit down and set it up for anything else that's coming. But no matter what happens, this starts out with a positive tone. Now I'm going to deliver the neutral or even negative message in the middle, something that I want to have done. We have had a change of plans and report deadline has changed. I need to complete a report on my desk tomorrow at noon, please. Okay, it's not aggressive. I'm asking, I put in the word please. And by the way, I don't have to be polite here. I can just say, do it, I guess, except for the fact that why? It costs me nothing to be polite in the process we go through here. So I deliver the more difficult news, open, negative, I'm gonna close. Use a neutral or positive close. I have a great deal of confidence in your ability to shift and work with this new deadline based upon your diligence in the past. Isabel, use the name again. Thank you so much for your good work. I'm saying multiple things with this close. Number one, I'm recognizing that in the past she has been diligent. Number two, I'm calling her by name. I'm recognizing that this work is associated with her as a person. Thank you so much for your good work. I'm acknowledging an entire body of work that Isabel does on a regular basis. There's nothing personal here, nothing flattering. I'm acknowledging work and her work ethic in the process. So we talk about this aspect of it. There's multiple things happening here. And then also, I am not promising great rewards for finishing the work. This is her job. Okay, but that being said, I'm being nice and gracious about it, and I'm not promising any great future rewards either. Be careful about doing that, because as soon as you start making promises for meeting this deadline, then you're going to have to sit down there and come up with it. Or if you don't, you're going to be a liar, and you don't want that kind of reputation. Positive, negative, positive. You can always be nice, and it's free to do so. Keep in mind the memo sandwich: positive, negative, positive. Take care.